Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sorry, it's been a while for me on YouTube. It's just not fun going live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So, YouTube, we are live. TikTok, we are going to be live in a few seconds. Oh, where's my coffee? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I will be back in like 30 seconds to get my coffee. Oh. Never mind. I have my coffee. So, good morning, JN. Let's see here. Okay. Hello, Zwimpy. Here for the comments blaming you, LOL. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get a lot of it. Hello, Tyrone. Morning, Sam. God's morning, Jesse. Good morning, Scotty. Serge, what's up? Zavia, hello, GMGE. S3, morning. Good morning, Nick. Another exciting day. Hello, Bull. Rough morning. Yeah. Edwin, hello. Yes. Marco, good morning. I'm not going to be able to name everyone. I'm just going to keep going until I can. Looking like a YouTube Bloody Sunday. What's up, Mr. Cuz? Mr. Cuz isn't here already, is he? Okay, I don't see him. Good. Good morning, Master Chef. Morning, Prince Rome. Daniel, good morning. Free, good morning. We're getting effed. We are. Dirty Boy GM. I am doing subscriber-only chat on TikTok. If you want to comment, if you want to chat on YouTube, World War Bitcoin, head over there. I am live on YouTube. It's too much, and this is my solution. I want to go live on both platforms. It's just too overwhelming with YouTube and TikTok being live and seeing all the bombardment of comments. Head over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Will Johnson says it's over. You know what? All right, two responses to that. I know Will's joking. Good morning, James Brown. I am open to the possibility that that December was a local peak. I said that on my X account. I am open to that possibility. What does that mean if that's the case? Let's just be prepared for every scenario. What that means is not see you in 2028. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a local top that, in my opinion, would last for several months as people work through the disillusionment of not having this massive bull run at the beginning of the post-halving year like we've always had. So, anyway, 30% drop is normal. It is. Now, I'm very curious to see what happens when the stock market opens, and there's two big things that I'm waiting for. The inauguration. I just feel like there's a little bit of tension right now. You know, inauguration, maybe that'll be some kind of relief that comes. And then two, the next Federal Reserve meeting, hopefully putting an end to quantitative tightening. So again, you can't comment if you're unless you're a subscriber on TikTok. I am live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Head over there if you want to chat. So last week of January we go up. That sounds great. We'll see. What about Arrow? Yeah, what about Arrow? Just knowing he's coming in. Yeah. Market just pricing everything. Bag holders galore. Oh man, here we go. Bag holders galore. Guys, I just want to remind you of a few things, okay? Monetary policy is not in our favor right now. Those of you who enter 2025, you are expecting all of your wildest dreams to come true. You were listening to the gurus saying 100x. This is the year that you are going to make insane gains, life-changing money. Okay, I was always open to that possibility. I'm still open to that possibility, but you got to temper your expectations, and you got to be content not with X's, but with percentages. Okay. Smart Layer Network. What is Smart Layer Network? Live on YouTube, everybody. World War Bitcoin. You can ask questions or make comments there. Smart Layer Network. Okay, Lunar Crush. What is this? Beppe, what's up with Beppe? I don't. I mean, this chart doesn't look amazing. I don't know what to say. The chart looks terrible. At this point, I'm too deep. Hodl or McDonald's? Oh, boy. Some altcoins charts look pretty effed right now. Maybe one last capitulation week before bottom. I mean, that is a thing, right? A lot of altcoin charts, it just statistically does not make sense to sell those altcoins, those particular altcoins, the ones that are pretty much back down to where they were in August. Some were up still a decent amount, like, XRP, a lot of the ISOs are up still a decent amount. But what up? I'm near the fires. Oh, Escape from LA. That's a prophetic username. Why is it sub only on TikTok? I already explained that. Sub only chat. You can watch the live stream on TikTok, but it's too much. It's too much to deal with. You want to head on over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin, and ask a question there. I'll be happy to respond to any questions on YouTube. So, what's up? Oh yeah, Escape from LA is near the fires. What a name. Extreme shakeout. Next liquidations are 96 and 102K. So still bullish people here. I'm encouraged by you guys. And I am curious. Let's see what happens. Stock market opens in 5 minutes. Spot Bitcoin ETFs. Let's see what happens. I'm open to any possibility right now. I do not believe that now is a good time to sell. I believe that if you are selling right now, that you are selling at support. Okay, let me show you, for those of you on YouTube at least, the total 2 crypto market cap. Derpel, you're such a badass, man. I wish everyone could be like you, and I am being sarcastic. All right, people were exactly like that in December of 2021. All right, should we DCA or wait? I'm not in favor of DCAing. I've been saying this for months. I'm not. The time to DCA is in the bear market. It's like you buy strategically. That's what I've been saying. Okay, people were saying DCA from April until July. I was not one of those people. So now, listen. I mean, total 2. If you could see on YouTube here, bullish until I see below 69K. Okay. It's right at support. Don't sell support. Don't sell at support. Not financial advice. That's strategically not the right move. So, all right. Realistically, will the Fed stop QT? At some point, they have to. I don't know. You think XYO can hit 1 billion market cap? I don't know where XYO's market cap is right now. I don't know. I'm stopped looking at my alt wallets, just looking at Phantom, much kinder. Hello, Brex. Okay. Let's see. We always dump in early January of the post-halving year. We started a downtrend. All right, I want to. Yes, I can tell you that there wasn't this level of anxiety. I remember 2021, for example. There wasn't this level of anxiety, this level of throwing in the towel, whatever you want to call it, in 2021. So if we don't have a rally until March, it's not happening. I'm out March, the latest, no matter what the outcome I feel like. All right. If we don't have a rally until March, let's talk about that. Guys, I want to be clear with you again. Remember my initial exit strategy video. I feel like I got played a little bit, because if it were to end up playing itself out where December was the peak, my initial exit strategy video was just flat out perfect. But then what happened? My initial exit strategy video. I'm out 2 to 4 months after the first rate cuts. First rate cuts was September 18th. This Saturday, January 18th, is the 4-month period. But then Trump won, and I extended that, and I said more like 4 to 6 months. Okay. So maybe I should have just stuck. Maybe I should have just stuck with that first exit strategy video. But I did take out 40% near the peak, and I re-entered last week, and I'm down a little bit, not a huge amount, a little bit on those re-entries. So let's see. Do you recommend swapping at least? Swapping what? I need more information. Boys, don't dump into a loss. It will come back. Ondo, Arrow, AO, still at 50 to 250%. Keep roller coaster riding. This isn't over yet by long. All right, different opinions here, back and forth. So good afternoon, Ajit. Any update on your selling strategy? I might make a new video with a third update video. Because in my opinion, I've been saying so much about monetary policy. I've been saying that monetary policy is not in favor of this typical what happens every 4 years, blow off top, all that stuff. And so there are some technical indicators that I'm looking at, and there are also some timeline indicators that I'm looking at. So technical indicators, I mean, I'm looking at the total 2 altcoin market cap chart right now. It is right at support. It is at support. And I want to emphasize that because if you're panic selling right now, you are selling at support. You are selling when they want you to sell. Okay, if this loses support, then I think that's bad news. Okay. And then the other technical indicator, I'm just looking at Bitcoin dominance. It's going, I have this open here. You know, we had this downtrend in Bitcoin dominance that seems like it might be broken to the upside, but this could just end up being a wick. So that's another thing to just keep your eyes on. We want Bitcoin dominance to go down, not up, obviously. You know, we want, for those of us who hold altcoins. But it's still in a downtrend. It's still technically in a downtrend. Timeline things that I'm looking for. The inauguration, sold my LCX for cluster. I don't know what cluster is, but okay, congrats. The inauguration. Again, just this seems to be the week that it would be peak fear. There's a lot of what's the word? Not uncertainty, because Trump is going to get inaugurated. But a lot of just tension right now with the transition of power, that it would seem like once that transition happens, there will be a release of tension. And I think next week, no matter what, is going to be a good week. But then the next thing would be, the next timeline thing would be, if next week's a bad week, the next timeline thing would be the rate cuts. Or not the rate cuts, the next Fed meeting. If after the next Fed meeting, things are just still going down and down and down, I'm not feeling great. And so what's my strategy? I'm going to be pretty heavily in stables and in a trading account and playing around in the meme coin casino, because meme coins can do whatever they want. All right. And so I like my chances against the general public in the meme coin casino, going in and out really quickly. Anyway, Escape from LA is buying up. You're buying support. That's what you should do structurally. Do not think we'd see Arrow below $1 again. Yeah, there we go. Going to Bahamas. Don't agree with exit concerns. Back in a couple weeks. All right. I mean, yeah, that's fine. EJ, that's fine. Yeah, have fun in the Bahamas. I'm not trying to. And anytime I try to be balanced, the bulls call me a bear, and I feel like that's what you're doing right now. You know, I don't think it's written in the stars that we have to have this big bull run when the federal funds rate is where it's at, when we had the longest yield curve inversion of all time. There's plenty of economic indicators that should allow some pause for concern, you know? So probably about to 88, who knows? Sure. Alex, do you think this is a classic Wyckoff accumulation? I mean, looking at the chart, looking at the daily chart right now, you can make a case that this is Wyckoff for sure. But where's the spring? The spring's generally the bottom. I don't think this would be labeled as the spring. Actually, this is total too. I mean, I'm sure Bitcoin's chart looks very similar. I would think that the spring would be lower than where it is right now. So maybe there's more pain short term ahead than over long term. You know? So let's see. XYO market cap is 230, so 1 billion is possible. Sure, yeah. What about Brett? What's up with Brett? I mean, everything's down, man. Everything's down big. So Brett, you know, is this a big wick Democrat manipulation before leaving it? I'm open to anything, any possibility. So Brett was holding the 200-day moving average very well, and maybe it still is, and maybe this is a big wick. But the fact that Brett is this far below the 200-day moving average is some cause for concern. I would love to see this rally. Would love to see, you know, stock market's open. Would love to see the spot Bitcoin ETFs buy the dip. We'll see. Still higher low at 72K in play. Who knows, man? ETH goes to 2950 and Bitcoin establishes a base here at 88 to 90K. If you believe in something, then hodl. I'm not opposed to you on that. February is usually good month. Kicked off 2021 altcoin season. Sure. Wonder what your boyski will be saying today. I'm sure he's still bullish. He's very level-headed. So good time to buy. If you are buying support. Bitcoin is right now at $90,063. Are we going to see the 89 number show up? What are you doing about the TikTok ban? At least TikTok ban doesn't matter. Now the cycle's over. Okay, redemption. All right, so TikTok ban. Apparently, what that means is, there we go, we're in the 89s now. Apparently, what a TikTok ban means is that you will still be able to use TikTok if you have it on your phone. So I'm not deleting TikTok from my phone. I'm assuming I'm still going to be able to go live on TikTok. It's just the thing that matters is updates, apparently. So we'll see. Your thoughts about exiting kind of sound like we're towards the end of this cycle. End of. All right, listen again, JN. Hello, Amir. If 108 whatever was the peak for Bitcoin, and if that was the peak, again, I am very, very bullish for when rates bottom out and money printing shoots off like crazy. That will very likely happen before 2028. So no, it's not the end of the cycle. No. If 108 was the peak, it was a local top. Hello, Alex. Happy 2025. Sure. PPI report Tuesday. Yeah, happy 2025 to you, too, old fella. PPI report Tuesday, CPI report Wednesday, stock earnings reports this week. So I am curious to see what happens. What's going to happen when these reports come out? You know, what's inflation going to look like this time around? So we had a good. You're welcome, Amir. We had a good unemployment report on Friday, and the market dumped. We had a good unemployment report. The market dumped. So what about CPI? What if we have a good CPI report this week and PPI report? I'm not too confident about that, but will the market dump me? I don't know. Michael Saylor bought 2,500 Bitcoin a day. He likes to buy Bitcoin. Alvarez Crypto was promoting Baby Panther. Any view? You mean Sucky Panther? Sucky P? It's the end. All things are crumbling. I'm selling everything and getting a job at McDonald's. I'm assuming you're joking, Bull. All right, so Sucky Panther, I want to give a shout out to Grasping Crypto and Sucky Panther and I probably will just make a video just saying, hey man, good work here. They made a bot, a trading bot for like if you a volume bot. If you have a crypto and you want to see a nice spike in volume, then 3 Solana will get you $100,000 of volume with this volume bot. So that's pretty impressive. And I think that's caused a short-term pump in Sucky P. Michael Saylor bought the top of last cycle too. That's his thing, right? That's his thing. He says he's going to buy tops forever. Oof, drop to open. Yeah, all right, Escape from LA, that's not too surprising that we would see a drop to open the stock market. I think what smart money tends to do is they wait for after that drop and then they buy. Will you please have a look at Akash? I see lots of red today. It's really ugly, but yeah, let me look at Akash. 270 down 10.87%. I accidentally moved the fib chart here. Okay, so that looks really ugly. It was holding the 200-day very well. Now it's super below. So is there a scenario where we could see a ton of buying pressure and Akash and Bitcoin get to certain levels that would make it Like there is a scenario in my head, guys, where we just get right back up to the levels. And if we did see some strong buying pressure today over the next few hours, something like a Kosh, this might be the perfect time to buy. Yeah, but, Akash has put in a new lower low. So what are you going to do? It looks more like Wyckoff distribution than accumulation to me. So is it distribution or accumulation? I'm not a super big Wyckoff guy. I see all the time people saying this is distribution, this is accumulation. My bias when I see a chart move up, what seems to make sense it would be accumulation, or sorry, distribution. But what about March to October? A lot of people were calling that distribution, and thank you, EJ. See you early February. And it ended up not being distribution, or maybe it was just a really long distribution phase, but then it turned into, I just don't know. I'm sorry. Stocks open looks like early sellings. Yeah. Grayscale release altcoin they will consider to buy in the future. Is it good to also buy? All right, Grayscale. What they've released altcoins to buy in the future. I'm not familiar with this. All right, hey, Bitcoin, let's see what happens. Bitcoin's at 90.5, very volatile day. All right, Grayscale has released a list of over 30 digital assets it is considering for future investment products. These include popular cryptocurrencies such as Caspa, Aptos, Arbitrum, HBAR, Doge, BNB, and TRX. Other assets like Ton, Rune, Fetch, and Pith are also part of the potential lineup. Those all seem fine. I don't have problems with any of them if we're talking about like more long term. You think it will go lower than 80K eventually? Is it a good idea to short Bitcoin? You don't short support. Let's see. Where were we? Retest previous total market cap all-time high at 3 billion, then bounce. 3 trillion, then bounce. All right, lots of theories today. So let's see here. As long as we don't drop below 89.5, it's fine. We just did, but then we bounced, so it went 89K but pulled back. So many possibilities, everybody. Oh man. It's so funny. I mean, some of you are unfazed and others of you are phased, and I'm a little phased. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little phased. But that's because I've been talking about, I talked about my exit strategy, my initial exit strategy. Yeah, so what you're saying, it could go up or it could go down. That's exactly what I'm saying right now. But my initial exit strategy video was 2 to 4 months after the first rate cuts, and then Trump won and I extended it. So, all right, retest of the previous all-time high. We'll see for the total altcoin market cap. Oh, Baby Panther was also mentioned. All right, I don't know anything about Baby Panther. This dip into 89K was spring and Wyckoff accumulation. Check the 4-hour charts. Oh, lots of different opinions. I see. Oh man. That's really interesting. All right, so is that a spring? That you I see why you're saying that. Cuz I always look for the creek. All right, let me pull up Wyckoff accumulation or reaccumulation. Did all of these dip fill the futures gap? There's a futures gap in the 70s that's not filled. So what was that? All right, yeah, Wyckoff Wyckoff accumulation. Schematic. The thing that is a tell, I think, is the creek. And so let me pull this up here. Oh man. All right, so it doesn't say creek on here, but the creek is kind of like a lower high and then just a steady grind down, and then spring. And that's what that comment is saying here. And spring, and now, we're ready to move higher. Okay. All right, listen. Do I see a creek in here? I see, it's not perfectly lining up with this, but I definitely see a creek between December 17th and December 30th. But then and maybe, again, I'm not an expert in Wyckoff. So, hello, guys and girls. Hello. Get your boyski on. No. Looks to me like it's shaping up for a Trump pump next week, IDK. I'm open to that possibility for sure, man. Again, that's something that I am very mindful of is, all right, on one hand, monetary policy is not in our favor. On the other hand, if there was ever a time that they wanted you to sell, it seems like the week before the election or before the inauguration would be the time. Let's see. Should I be selling my Arrow? I wouldn't sell right now. I would not sell support. Why are people so obsessed with Arrow? That's a great question. I would not sell. It's just, the chart looks terrible. All right, 4-hour chart probably looks worse than, never mind. You are selling at support if you sell Arrow. You're selling close to support. So, oh man. Sell in May and go away. It was not a bad idea. Sell in May of 2024 and go away. Just go away forever. That wasn't a bad idea. At least with altcoins. DXY probably got up to 110 at one point today. Yep, DXY got up to 110. That's lovely. Another thing that's not in our favor for a big, massive altcoin run, but you never know. Maybe the inauguration, maybe the end of quantitative tightening would bring this huge plummeting of DXY. So I am by no means going bearish. I still think we go higher. It was just to say, if you were looking at it from a Wyckoff perspective, it seems more like distribution. Sure. We are done. Lots of different opinions today. It's not even close to me. I think that he was referring to May of last year. By the way, Akash is on Grayscale's product list. Retail is not here. Maybe where we are retail. Maybe retail is never coming. Most important question, are you buying the dip? I am not buying right now. Here's the thing. I wake up on Monday morning having not looked at charts all weekend. And so I tend to just sit on my hands on Mondays. And it's really frustrating. I remember, August 5th, that massive panic when Bitcoin got under $50,000 for like a few minutes. I was not buying the dip because it was a Monday. I tend to not buy the dip on Mondays, but mostly because of life circumstances. What's loading up on HEEHEE? Okay, WP. I'm not phased. Took my initial and some profits out in December, and I'm in a no-lose scenario. I'm also in a no-lose scenario. I bought altcoins. You know what? I might regret this. I'm going to open up the TikTok live stream to non-subscribers so you can comment. Chances are very low that I'm going to be able to respond to one of your comments. I'll respond to some. It's open on TikTok. Oh, I'm going to so regret that. I begged you guys to buy altcoins in August. There was plenty of time to take profits. Love you too. Hey, Crypto Caddy. So, man, exactly. We had that sell-off. Well, altcoins go to August bottoms. A lot of them already have. We had that sell-off in as soon as the stock market opened, we had that big sell-off. Oh, foregone. You're making me regret. Oh, foregone. As soon as the stock market opened, we had the sell-off, and then what happened? It seems like smart money's buying the dip. Is there a predicted low for Bitcoin? Not for me. I honestly think we could bleed lower across January. It seems more likely. Fed will keep rates higher for much longer and probably won't stop QE in the short term. Won't stop quantitative tightening, you mean, not QE. If you believe in something, zoom out and don't check your portfolio every hour. Relax and wait for last week of January. Okay. Alex, can you please tell us about API 3's max supplies and inflationary things? I don't know. And my ability, hello Yags, the website that I mostly look at is the website that I usually look at. It now has a paywall. It's a full moon. Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot I looked at the moon. And it is a full moon. And listen, I'm not an astrology guy, but enough people believe in that. What do? We dump on full moons. That usually happens. Every time he pumps, I get too greedy and I never take profits. Is there a way to fix that? Every time are you talking about HEEHEE? You could set up a concentrated liquidity market maker. Watch my video I posted on YouTube. All right. Opus, same bro. Opus. Are you talking about the crypto Opus? I'm like intentionally avoiding Deck Screener right now. I just don't even want to look at a lot of those meme coins on there because I'm sure that they've hemorrhaged today. So Gensler and Biden are still in office. The fund starts 1 week from today. Okay. Christopher Dirksen, I know. Next May I will sell and go. Okay. Wyckoff accumulation don't always need a big spring. All right. The bottom of the value R range was like 98.8K. We are potentially just seeing buy fills from this in the short term. Let's see what happens next week. Is the bull market over? I am not calling for anything until two things happen. Well, two things timeline happen. One, inauguration. Two, the next Fed meeting. And then the other thing that I would say is like right now, the total altcoin market cap, it bounced off of support. It wicked below, it bounced off of support. If it loses that support, then let's talk. But I'm not interested in at all saying it's over right now. I don't think that's a smart play. Opus. I mean, it actually doesn't look too bad. Opus. Only 116 people in the live. That's all you need to know. There's 213 on TikTok right now. Should have been selling Arrow at 240. It was crazy overbought at the time. Guys, yeah. Listen. All right. What's the application from this? If you see profits, take profits, guys. Don't be holding for these massive X returns that, you're seeing people say that Arrow's going to $100. I don't know who's saying that, if anyone's saying that. But hey, Bitcoin is above $92,000. But you're seeing people say 10X, 50X. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you make profits and you take those profits out. Selling Arrow at 240 made a lot of sense. HEEHEE retesting 200 moving average. I'm not going to look at HEEHEE right now. The diamond hand for me, diamond handing, it's Bitcoin and it's HEEHEE. All right. Bepe's holding pretty strong. I did see Bepe. Arrow to 100. I don't know if anyone's saying Arrow to 100. Sell Arrow and buy TIE. Opinion. No, I'm not selling Arrow right now. Arrow is at 240. Now it's very much oversold. Zero interest in selling Arrow right now. Where would you buy ETH? Let's see about Ethereum. Did it get under $3,000? I'd say under $3,000. It wicked below the 200-day moving average. That would have been a great time to buy it. Now it's at $3,041. So excited to see the YouTube this morning. All right. May 2024, yeah. Isn't Arrow the Coinbase token CB backed invested? I love it for that entry was 34. I don't know what you're saying, JN, but okay. A lot of people should have taken profits in December, but held thinking we're going to the moon. If you're up 200% on something, need to de-risk. 100%, man. That's exactly right. You know, and don't call me, don't say that, you know, we see a reversal. We saw a reversal in December. We saw a reversal. And I was sitting here, I said I went to 25% in stables, and then I went to 40% in stables, and you guys were calling me a flip-flopper. I know not all of you, it's just random people on the internet calling me a flip-flopper. Bro, you change your mind all the time. No, the market changes, and so I move along with the market, okay? A lot of people should have taken profits in December. But what you have embedded in your brain that you must get out of your head is this idea that we have to go along with the 4-year halving cycle the way we've always gone along with it. We need to think more in terms of probability. Okay? Probability seems to still favor this idea that Bitcoin's dominance is going to drop. But it doesn't have to happen. Of course, retail aren't here. LOL, we're basically in a recession. Retail don't turn up until they have excess cash to gamble with. People are struggling too much for retail to be here. Fair point. I just bought ETH from my profits yesterday. Okay. I'd be looking at 2,700 before looking to buy ETH. I mean, whatever. Yeah, we could certainly go to 2,700 for ETH. We are retail. We did. We are. But I mean, like the normies, the ones who don't know anything about crypto. Didn't you just buy more Arrow and Chainlink? Buffster, I didn't buy Arrow. I bought Chainlink, yeah. I don't know what that comment's about. Are you buying yet? I'm live streaming, so I can't buy. And again, listen, I know you guys, you want me to instill some confidence saying like, no doubt I'm buying, but it's very difficult for me to buy on Monday because I come into my office, I go live, I haven't looked at charts all weekend, and I'm not going to buy right now, even though it seems like, you know, Bitcoin was under 90,000, now it's above 92. So I feel like we have a rally after inauguration. I'm thinking that we'll see something. It's a lot of liquidity, 1.03 billion at 34.50 ETH. So I think a pump will come. All right. Oh, hey, remember I told you I sent like 2K of VeChain to a wallet on the wrong network, and I thought I lost it. It shot back to my account, so I guess that's how it works. Oh, okay. Good call, Escape from LA. Why is the dollar DXY strong? What's happening or happened other than the election? The DXY is priced in a lot of other currencies, like 6 other currencies. Euro has like 57% weight. The next heaviest weighted currency that the DXY is priced in is the Japanese yen. And that thing, dollar to yen, is cratering. It has been cratering over the last year or so. Buying Mad Arrow. All right. I don't think it's over. Just want to be clear that I think we can still go lower. I was expecting to go to 85K and then bouncing from there. All right. Ooh, that reminds me. Let me look at Injective and Casper. All right. Okay. So I have an Injective limit order that filled. Why is it not showing up here? That's weird. All right. Things are still populating. So I am in so did I buy the dip? Okay. I am in an Injective long right now from a limit order that I set a couple weeks ago. And then let me see Caspa. Caspa, come on, baby. I don't think so. Caspa has not filled. All right, but I am in an Injective long. Do you still think the Fed will cut rates at the end of January? No. I was wrong about that. Ondo unlock soon. Seller hold. I'd hold. Let's see. Alex, please have a look at Arc Block. Arc Block. Do you think Near Protocol has bottomed? No idea. Let me look at the chart. Arc Block. Yikes. Okay, so one possible favorable thing. Did Bybit, I don't know if Bybit suspended operations. This might be a wick for Arc Block. Arc Block is right now below the 236 retrace. This might be the perfect time to enter. I don't know. But XRP, if anything is going to rip over the next couple of weeks, I think XRP is high on that list. Arrow will bounce back in no time, yeah. All right, hoping for a bounce and say. Okay, let me look at near, far, wherever you are. Has near bottomed out? I don't think near's bottomed out. Because, I mean, like, it lost the 200-day, got rejected there at resistance. I already looked at Brad. I don't remember what I said. I'm not going to look at it again. Sorry. So there's plenty of room for near to go down, unfortunately. Coach Ty will be busy shilling more low caps today. Listen, even if I get to a point when I am not 100% out, like 90% out, I'm still going to be dancing the dance with these low caps. I'm still going to be in and out of meme coins. I'm still going to be in the meme coin casino. You better believe it. This is classic behavior for market makers. They get the max pay-in price, so people will paper hand sell their cryptos. This is a moment of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It is. Just look at liquidation map. Huge pump will come. I've set all my sell orders using your price target chart. No! No! Don't. No! Why would you do that? My price target chart, I've been clear about this. I mean, I know I need to say it again, right? My price target chart is like 95. I'm 95% out of that crypto if it gets to my price target. If. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, man. All right. I'm the man. You need to change those limit orders. All right, lots of blue. All right. Don't bet against Ondo and do not bet against Binance. Looking at this liquidation heat map and another one. Actually, okay, don't bet against Near. Ondo is very heavily being bet against right now because of the unlock. All right, CRV. You've been pressing that button a few times here. Call me old-fashioned, but I firmly believe the 4-year cycles is phenomena, hard cooked into Bitcoin and won't go anywhere. Moke, I disagree with you, man. So I believe that the halving has an effect. If that's what you're saying, sure. Yes, I believe it has an effect. But I honestly think that the 4-year halving cycle is one of the most overrated things in all of crypto. All right, so Curve. Curve actually, so I have this old VWAP profile. Yeah, no worries, Bigfoot Bulldogs. Thank you. I have this old VWAP profile set, and I tend to find when it keeps going, keeps running the way it's running right now, that it tends to hold as support. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. So we like or hate Ondo. If people are betting against Ondo, then we like Ondo. So right now, Curve might be a perfect entry. Slap me in the face because I didn't take profit on Arrow when it was over $2. Lesson learned. You know, that's the valuable thing, you know. You lose money, you gain wisdom. You can smell the fear is heavy right now. Yeah. I lost all my profits from December, but am not in loss yet. Okay. If Trump inauguration doesn't rally us, I will have a very bleak outlook until after the summer. I might be with you on that, Amir. If I make enough this cycle, going to stay full in Bitcoin next cycle. I don't think that's a bad idea. CYG opinion, if we see alt season, CYG is going to explode. I'm so full of wisdom. That's a great comment. I'm so full of wisdom right now. Listen, there are a lot of younger men in my life who seek me for counsel, and the reason why I am such a valuable resource to them is because of my many failures. Okay, they walk the path. They're starting to walk the path that I walked 15 years ago, and I'm like, no, do not do that. And the only wisdom I have, I do not gain wisdom from reading books. I gain wisdom from failing. Okay. And I have lots of wisdom to give to people. So yes, you are so full of wisdom right now. You said, why does everyone love Arrow? Just saying why I love Arrow and other also because of CB backing it. Okay. I mean, I was reading a comment. I think this was just a fake out. And now we start. Let's hope so. I hope so. What do you think of Casper? Oh man, I gave up on Casper a long time ago. Thank you, Crypto Caddy. I was 17.5K up on XRP in December. I didn't take profit. Now only 5K opinions. Man, I took heavy profits in XRP, man. I got 75% out of XRP. Now I will tell you this. I opened a couple longs last week, and then I ended up closing them, and I closed them in profit. And then I bought some spot XRP last week. I tend to think if there's a crypto that's going to pump well, especially looking at at schematics. What's the word? I'm blanking on the word. But XRP is due based off of forget about it. Okay. If there's a time for XRP to have another leg up, it's soon. That's what I'll say. Fractals, especially looking at fractals. Watch the blockchain backers videos on XRP, on the fractals. Let's see. And there won't be a buy the rumor, sell the news event because it's not a rumor anymore that Trump will be president. Yeah. So a lot of people were saying like buy the hype. So it's not just buy the rumor, sell the news. It's like buy the hype, sell the event. But there's very little buying right now with leading into, thank you for that crab, and that is fitting, leading into the inauguration. So we don't need to worry about it being a sell the event kind of thing. That has me actually, a little bit more bullish for the inauguration. Why do people think XRP will be going to $10+ here recently? Listen, whenever a cryptocurrency is at its peak, I'm not saying XRP is at its peak, but you always think it's going to go higher. We're all bullish on the day of the peak. I made possibly my worst tweet of the cycle on the day of the peak because there were no signs. On the day of, the peak in December at least, there were no signs that it was the peak. And I'm not going to rename that tweet, but it was my biggest L of a tweet. It was a very bullish tweet on some cryptocurrencies. And I tweeted with a lot of confidence. And so at the peak, let's say XRP peaked at $5, of course there's going to be a lot of people saying that it's going to go to $10. Good entry for Sui. Sui's held up pretty well. Let's see. 455. Ooh. I mean, it's kind of scary, I got to my computer today and I saw Morpho. The chart was open on Morpho, and Morpho looked, last week when I last looked at the Morpho chart, it looked just clear uptrend. And then I saw it this morning and I was like, oh man, Morpho has lost. Morpho is done. Not done, but Morpho's uptrend is clearly broken. So just for those of you on YouTube at least, let me show you. I mean, it lost a key EMA. It lost the 20-day EMA. Now it's right down to the 50-day EMA, but uptrend broken for sure. That uptrend broken. So SUI structurally looks bullish. It looks good, but is it going to lose? Is it going to stop? Man, yeah, SUI does look really good. It's just like, is it going to stop at any point? Is it going to do what Morpho just did? All right, thank you for that super chat. Thought on Sentio Protocol, which is Node AI's AI agent. Okay, it's essentially doing everything like Virtual is running on ETH with a working product. Now, listen, I don't know anything about it except for what I just read, so I can look at the chart. I'm a little nervous about AI agents. I just really don't want to buy the peak of AI agents, and that seems to be the one that a lot of people got sucked into recently. Now, this chart, man, I mean, it's a very new chart. What do you want me to say? This looks. How much lower can it go? I mean, it's back down. Is there some support right now at its day 2, day 3, and day 4 prices? Maybe, but it's certainly a falling knife. Now, fundamentally, there may be some things with this that seem like really great. I just don't know. So, 20% unlock for Ondo. That's what I'm hearing, right? Is AO's a hold currently around 83 cents? I don't know, but AO's was one that I said to sell. From defense to offense, is super a good buy-in. They're going to be marketing pretty heavily this week. So do with that what you will. I'd say AO's is pretty decent right now, yeah. Because I'm just seeing like lots of confluence here, November, but even back in May and before then. So this is the most entertaining live I've seen in a while. Hey, lots of fun stuff going on right now. Is Fat Cat worth buying? And Fat Cat's been holding up pretty well. So I already mentioned CYG. We see a good move in altcoin. CYG is going to rip. Let's see, Prime, Miro. I'm not going to look at Miro. Sorry. Meme coins have just been hemorrhaging lately. Like so many of them are down like 70, 80%. Can VeChain get to 20 cents? Anything's possible, man. We get some kind of move in altcoins, sure. Echelon Prime doesn't look that bad. Huh. I mean, all right. Now, head and shoulders, clear head and shoulders forming on the daily. Maybe it's going to go lower. Maybe it would go down to the 100-day moving average. That's $10.80. That seems like a good entry. So, can you look at PNG, Pangolin? I am live on YouTube, everybody. World War Bitcoin. No way I'm keeping up with all the comments on TikTok, but there's some hope on YouTube. Do you still think we'll see a run in memes in Q1? We need alt season first, man. We need some kind of reversal. But whenever there's excitement, there's going to be meme coins running like crazy. My alts are getting hammered past few weeks. Yeah, not just yours. Defense to offense. I said that a month ago. Are you still holding your Link and ISOs from the other day? I am, and I'm not down all that much on them. So, Pangolin, I don't know what to say about Pangolin. I mean, is this a bull flag? Bullish pennant? Maybe it is. I mean, especially if we see a reversal, this might be a great time to buy Pangolin. Best wisdom comes from failure. Must fail to learn to win. Yep. Obviously, nothing confirmed yet, but Bitcoin dump looking like a wick now on the daily. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is promising. This is exactly what I was hoping for. After we saw the stock market open, it's the same thing as August 5th. This is the exact same thing that is playing itself out as August 5th. August 5th, we went below $50,000. Went to 48. I think it went under 49. And that was as soon as the stock market opened, that's what happened. But then what happened, we had that initial sell-off after the stock market opened, and then it turned into lots of buying. It's too early to call. You're right. It is too early to call. But maybe this will have been the moment of peak fear. Do you think October, November will be the bear? 2025 will be the bear market? Yes. I am very bullish for when monetary policy is in our favor, which I think would be closer to the end of 2025. All right, any opinion on Matic and Litecoin? I'm not going to look at the Matic chart because when they converted to Pole, it just reset everything. Really annoyed me. But let me look at Litecoin. Who knows? This could be your last chance to buy buy low. You never know, man. You never know. So Litecoin's at support, man. That's another one. That might be a good one to buy. Opinion on Phoenix. I just made a video. My most recent videos on Phoenix. I might buy some Litecoin after this live stream, honestly. It's just like, man, yeah, Litecoin. Maybe. It's at a support level. It's also at the 100-day EMA. This seems like a good one for a short-term bounce, at least. Alex, doesn't the Bitcoin peak happen around 514 days after the halving, which is Q3 this year? Serge, come on. You have been with me for a while. You have been with me for quite a while. You should know my opinion on that. All right, GRT. Let's look at GRT. And again, guys, I am live on YouTube today. I just can't keep up with all the... Another one, 200-day moving average. Maybe this is the point to buy GRT. Man, I want to get off this live stream now. All right, LCX. Hello, Noel. Oh, wait, no. Hello, Manu. I don't know what cluster is. LCX. Man, I've been live for an hour. It feels like I've been live for like 20 minutes. Ooh, 20 cents. Ooh. Oh, dude. LCX, I mean, the chart looks abysmal. Again. You know, it looks terrible. It just, the LCX chart either pumps like crazy or looks disastrous. Right now, it looks like a complete disaster. Where's the bottom for this? Maybe the 200-day. Oh, cluster's a new token tie shilling. All right. You know, if it was... It's not time to sell. If you're selling now, you sell support, Manu. All right. Here's the thing. You know, you guys, you ask about a token that Ty is shilling. When he shills a token, it pumps really hard, and then there's some profit taking because of how hard it pumps. And so I'm never interested in buying a token after he mentions it. I'm still very bullish on Pendle. You think DeSci is a good narrative? I think DeSci, when the time comes, is going to outperform every other narrative except for meme coins. Should look at Ton Station 2, gaming platform on Ton built by Superverse and Sidus Gaming. I'm going to write that down. That does look really interesting. That does sound really interesting. Ton Station. You're like me, depending on the color of the current candles, your general mood changes. I get that accusation all the time, Justin. If we are in an uptrend, I am bullish. If we are in a downtrend, I'm bearish. That's all. And then we are at such a key level right now that, yes, today, that's my mindset because we are right at support. And so if we lose support, I'm probably going to be bearish, more bearish. If we hold support, I'll be more bullish. I'm not going to look at Pendle right now. I'm bullish on Pendle. That's all I'm saying, Messi. Seems like everything is bouncing now. Yeah, sure. Early to call. Too early to call. Is Blast still a good buy? I mean, Blast is right. It's back down to where it was before. Besides Litecoin, the graph. Besides Litecoin, what else is a good buy right now? I said Litecoin in the graph. Another 480 million were liquidated. All right. Not this guy, because this guy closed his longs in profit, as you should. You're my new best friend. I mean, Blast, I don't think Blast is going all that much lower, given where we are right now. So, Are we coming back? I'm at a loss right now. Arrow hopefully getting listed soon. Okay. Could you look at the arrow chart? I already looked at arrow. It's not. I would not be selling arrow right now. We're having a relief rally now. Again, all right, Bitcoin, man. This is just like August 5th right now. Okay, good. This is good. Okay. This seems to me like it's just like August 5th. That's why I was so close to making a video this morning. I'm glad I didn't. But I wanted to basically piss off the moon boys who are just like, no, bull run, 4-year halving. And I also wanted to piss off the people who were terrified. And I'm glad I didn't. I just... Anyway, Tezos. Just let the 4-hour close. It's a liquidity sweep. You might be right. Hopefully this is a wick for Tezos. Lots of confluence here. The VWAP range, the 100-day moving average as support, but it is below a level of support that I drew out a long time ago, $1.18. So maybe this is the place to buy Tezos. Do you see Chainlink coming down to $15? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me look at the Tau chart real quick since I'm here. Same deal I just said with Tezos. This might be the time to buy Tau. Except it's the 200-day moving average, not the 100-day EMA. Chainlink. I'm very curious about Chainlink. 18, no. I mean, not today. Chainlink's not going. Oh, dude. Oh, all right. It didn't quite go to my level. I don't see Chainlink going down to $15 like today or this week or anything. About 1K at 117. Okay. Do you have an opinion why Brett's not listed on Coinbase? No. I don't know. Do you know what the fear and greed rating is for Bitcoin right now? Let's look it up. That's a good question. I wouldn't be surprised if it was still pretty high. Because it moves a little bit slowly. All right, so I guess I'm looking at the crypto fear and greed index. So are you bullish on Litecoin? Yeah, right now I'm just looking at the chart. Short term, Litecoin looks good. Yeah, we're still 61. We're at 61 greed, which is laughable, you know, because I highly doubt that many of you are greedy, you know, are feeling the greed. VRL's dead, man. Why is XRP bouncing back so easily compared with other coins? I'm telling you, man, Aaron, same deal, XRP, question mark. You got to look at the fractal. I think there's a lot of optimism with XRP. Because of the fractal, that what people are expecting, I think, really soon is potentially like $5 XRP. Are they buying? Someone's buying the dip. Where's the VIX? Ooh, VIX is at 20. That's a little bit of cause. Oh, virtual protocol. I don't know. Every time I want to invest in a coin, I go straight to your YouTube channel. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. Let me ask it all before you answer. If I answer, David, good luck. XYO. Why are my eyes failing me right now? Okay, there we go. Fetch worth buying now? I don't know. You looking at buying anything in particular at the moment? I said the graph in Litecoin. I mean, XYO, is it bottomed out? I mean, there's very little support below where it is right now, so it needs to hold right now. It needs to hold now. This is exactly why I don't long or short way too much effing stress. I like it, man. What was that about the VIX? VIX is over 20. It's a little elevated. I really like longing and shorting. I actually think it's less stressful than just holding spot. When we threaten to raise, all right, I'm going to read your comment. Doing dang SOL chart pop. SOL chart pop. Bounced off the 200-day, bounced off the what is that? The middle of the golden pocket. That makes sense as a support level for sure. XRP has an army, yeah. VRA. Another one bounced off the 200-day, man. What a beautiful bullish hammer on the 1 hour chart. ETH, I don't really look at the 1 hour chart, but I'll take your word for it. I have 300K Bepe. How high can it go? It can go very high. I don't have a price target. Alex, how does the sentiment change? Just a little up action and people feeling optimistic. It makes sense to me, Derpy, in this regard. Again, I mean, let me go to total 2. It's easy to just stay optimistic, but total 2, it's like we were losing. It looked like it's always when it's a wick, it doesn't feel like a wick, right? It always feels worse than a wick when you see the full body of the candle below support. But now that it's a wick, it makes sense. That doesn't mean that you're right for just being a flat out bull right now. But you know, you can sit here and laugh at the what's it called? I don't want to say paper handers, but the people who are more affected by what they see on the charts. Good time to buy HEEHEE. Yes. Wait, our rates shouldn't impact the rest of the world. All right, sorry. Did you get the cat video I sent you for HEEHEE? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, man. Yeah, where's Mr. Cuz? I don't know. I'm always a bull, crypto or bedroom. Always be a bull. Okay. All right, so David, I'm going to try to answer a question. When we threaten to raise rates, our economy is in the tank. Our rates shouldn't impact the rest of the world. The dollar is the global reserve currency. As long as the dollar is the global reserve currency, then we are going to have most of an effect on what happens with the rest of the world. And maybe I answered your question too soon. Is Fat Cat as good as Bepe? I have both. I like both. Tether's relocating to El Salvador. I don't know. I don't know if that's bull. I mean, that sounds good to me. All right, reploy. Should I be worried? Don't be worried now. Be worried if we don't see anything exciting happen by the inauguration, by other things. Not yet. If we lose support, be worried. Don't be worried right now. All right, reploy. PPI tomorrow, CPI Wednesday. What do you want me to say with reploy? It's too new for me to give any analysis to it. Where's the support? I have no idea. It's too new. After this thing today, I do think we're going to see an inauguration pump. Okay, let's see. Fear and Greed Index FO mode is at 41. CoinMarketCap's at 47. Oh, yeah, I mean, that sounds more likely, more like it. XYO looks a bit like Kronos. We are so back. You will all make money if you stay patient. Sounds good, man. Thoughts on Ponky? A lot of Solana meme coins are falling knives right now. Ponky's down huge. You know, a lot of them are down huge. At some point. Oh yeah, Kronos. Didn't expect the market to go down so much. So here's the ridiculous thing. All right, it's the same thing that happened in March to April. I mean, Crow support. I don't even remember when I drew this level of support. Look at that. This happens all the time. It bounced off of support perfectly. 12.34 cents. But to get back to, I didn't expect the market to go down so much. We are still ahead of schedule, believe it or not, from where we were at this point in 2021. The altcoin market cap was not anywhere near as high as it's been. Like, we've had an elevated altcoin market cap all throughout 2024 and now into 2025, which makes it feel like a lot more torture. So, yeah. Longing and shorting is less stressful until it goes the opposite direction that you were planning. Sure, but like you with longing and shorting, you don't have a diamond hand mentality. You just have safeguards in place. It goes the opposite direction, and you close. You have your stop loss. Your stop loss hits and you're out. I 100% agree, Alex. I'm just surprised people want to make 100x but can't deal with 20% drops. All right. Yeah, I feel you on that. Do you think STX is dead? I do not. Is bull run over, or is the inauguration going to make it better? I am not declaring in either direction. It's too soon to call. You know, Kamala is winning in Ohio right now. You remember, like, election night, Kamala was up big in Ohio at the very early stages, and then oops, that's what this feels like at the moment. What quarter does the market top? I do not have a crystal ball. I have been of the mindset that I am exiting at the end of the first quarter of 2025. And rebuying, which I know this is going to shock you, rebuying at around the end of the fourth quarter of 2025, early first quarter 2026. I will buy more. Okay. All right, guys, I'm switching to subscriber only on TikTok. I'm not going to be live all that much longer. I have a busy day in front of me. So, are you selling anything you have no conviction in? I did. Well, here's what I did. I woke up this morning. I saw the charts. I didn't sell the things that I'm down on. I sold the things that I'm still up big on. Okay. I sold some cryptos that I'm up really big on, because they're just like, why am I still holding this? I'm up so much on it. It was more of a shift in strategy. Okay. It was like, you know, like, there's so many cryptos. There's a crypto, Shubaduki. I round tripped Shubaduki so hard. I had like a 20x on Duke. You know, and I'm done with that. If I just want to get out of this mindset of like, I'm in a 10x and I want to, you know, if it 10x's from here, that's a 100x. That's amazing. So I think that's a bit of a change in strategy. But all right, switching to subscriber only. Okay. I love waking up to a 10K loss every morning. Yeah, me too. Was 89K a bear trap? It might have been, man. Too soon to call. Neural AI. Let's see, Neural AI. What's up, Jamil? I see you there. please don't give me any more of your money by subscribing. I'm just going to say I see you. And, you know, there's you, there's a guy named Max who I follow on X, who like literally the day, like before even the altcoin market cap lost support, he turned bearish. That guy's been killing it. And of course, it's the guys with smaller followings who have been on point. So Neural AI at a good entry. I mean, you know, very oversold, falling knife, right at the 100-day moving average, previous level of support, maybe it's at a good entry. Oh, Mr. Cuz. Also, here we go. I'm not even going to deal with you today, Mr. Cuz. If you're going to just flat out lie about me, or you're going to exaggerate things that I say, then you're going to have to come back tomorrow. So goodbye. No, oh my goodness, man, this guy. You're exaggerating. Okay, so I don't even remember. What did he say? You said 3 months after first rate cut, we were going to have a bear market. Where is it? 2025 will be extra bearish. All right, next time, Mr. Cuz. See you next time. I've been down on DOT and Matic my entire 3 years I've been in crypto. Should I just get out? Down 60%. I'm super down on Polkadot. I mean, now is the time. You know, I wouldn't sell right at this moment. Have you began selling your Solana? I mainly hold Solana and ETH. Don't know whether to sell some. For me, Solana and ETH are just the gas for my transactions. I don't think of holding Solana and like buying and selling. I just don't. It's just I go in and out of Solana with my and Ethereum with my transactions into other cryptos. I don't even know how much Solana and Ethereum I have. It varies so much on a daily basis. But I would not sell Solana right now. Tectum, goodbye. Oh, man, Tectum's been trash. The weekly Mr. Cuz bans. I swear, there's just something wrong in his brain. He's so weird. He What are we asking about Tectum? Mr. Cuz is artistic. Yes. Very artistic. Good buy or waiting. I mean, is a chart that looks like this a good buy? If it wasn't crypto, I would just say, why? You know, if this was a stock, I'd say don't touch this with a 10-foot pole. But it's crypto, and you know, Tectum is right back at its bottom from August, so maybe this is the place to buy it. I definitely regret buying Tectum. I regret buying Tectum. I mean, I sold it a while ago. Any thoughts on XMW? I don't know. Let's see. Mr. Cuz. What are you? I'm not going to finish that. What are you? Dude, I can't. No. Look at how this looks ugly. There's no way. XMW, I've never heard of this. I mean, just the chart. Ugh. Falling knife, man. I already looked at LCX. It looks actually very similar to this. LCX looks terrible. LCX has a tendency of looking really bad and then looking really good. Okay, so you want to try to catch a falling knife with LCX? Knock yourself out. Not going to lie, I'm nervous AF right now. These flush outs be real. I'm not broke or over leveraged. Well, good that you're not broke or over leveraged. I seriously, I seriously just want to go to like 80% stables and then deploy, 10% of that into my trading portfolio and X amount into my meme coin portfolio and just get in and out, I'm just tired of the holding. I'm tired of the holding. I want to be the king of paper hands. That's what I want right now. What do you class as stable? USDC and USDT. How did you get into crypto /where / how did you learn? I mean, this goes back to even before crypto existed. Like my economic stuff lines up a great deal with crypto people. But when it comes to charting, there's two places that I learned the most. One is Emperor BTC on X. Emperor, King Emperor BTC on X. He has a lot of free content on there. And then Louis Raskin, you can find him on X. He's on TikTok as well. He has a course that I paid $200 for. It's a little bit more expensive now, but I paid money for it. Louis Raskin. Look him up on X. Let's see. What are you paying attention to the rest of the week? CPI, PPI, just holding tight until the inauguration. I would sell them now and shift into better plays. TBH, even now is a good idea because there is stuff that is down easily 60% from their local peak. What's them, Crayon Dave? I think Mr. Cuz is actually BNC. I don't think so, man. That's an interesting. I don't think so. I think if he was BNC, he'd be a lot more like nasty in his comments. Thank you, Twin Flames. Do you think Arrow will come back? Arrow! I don't know if it'll come back, but it'll at least bounce from here. Do you think alt season will be delayed till second half of 2025? Nope. I do not think Emperor BTC, like Bitcoin, BTC. I do not think we're going to have anything. I think the end of 2025 is going to be really, really rough. Do you think the December top was the top for this bull run? Too early to call. I know people are asking that. Too early to call. Okay? It's too early to call. There are things that I'm paying attention to. Again, I've said this before, and I know people hop in and out of this live stream. If we lose support on the total altcoin market cap, which it was looking scary today, if we lose support there, I will be changing my perspective. If we see Bitcoin dominance put in a new peak, go above 60%, I will certainly be changing my perspective. If we see the inauguration in the next Fed meeting happen and crypto does not do anything significant when it comes to upside, I will very much be changing my perspective. But right now, it is too early to call. I was referring to the person that was wondering whether to rotate out of Matic and DOT. I think it's a good idea, TBH. All right. You might be right, Dave. People saying this is the hardest bull run so far. Thoughts? 100%. This is the hardest bull run. And if you can still see it in my pinned video on my YouTube channel. I talked my Bitcoin price prediction video on my YouTube channel. I said that 2024 was going to be an incredibly difficult year to navigate, and it ended up being one of the most difficult years to navigate. Because, like, listen, I said that early 2024. That was January 2nd of 2024. I made that video. And people were like, no problem. I'll just diamond hand. I'll hodl. I'll DCA. Yeah, okay. How you feeling about that right now? If you DCA'd into a large majority of altcoins from the beginning of 2024 to right now, you would be down. You just bought a little bit every month. You would be down. And you would be shocked. If you DCA'd at the beginning of 2020 to this point in 2021, you would be up huge and you would have huge gains in front of you. And the reason why is because altcoins in 2020 were like this. Altcoins in 2024 going into 2025 are like this. That's a lot more difficult to navigate. So yes, this has not been an easy bull run, which is why, again, you don't diamond hand. You don't diamond hand garbage. This is all garbage, except for Bitcoin. This is all garbage. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but this is all trash. You don't want to be holding this stuff a year from now. Thank you, Caroline. Tema has been holding strong. Victus Capital is investing $2 million in Tema. I have no idea what Victus Capital is, and I don't know what Tema is, but thank you for that super chat. How late am I? You're very late, Moose Knuckler. I'm almost done. It's not terrible. All right, let me draw some fibs here on Tema. So if no pump by January 20th, I should exit the market. When's the Fed meeting? Fed meeting's January 29th. And don't expect a pump like the 6 a.m. Eastern time on January 20th. Yeah, Tema's respecting the fibs. At least you got that. So, cool. Any thought on PH? What's PHB? Dang it. Sure, if you want to be that simple American, then sure, yes. I'm going to still be messing around with lots of different things in crypto, even throughout the bear market, going in and out of crypto. Wait, is this... Oh, wait, that's an ETF. What is PHB? Yeah, full moon today. I wish I noticed that. All right, Phoenix. Chart looks terrible. Close to that August 5th bottom. You know, I mean, I guess I would say upside has more potential than downside. Newest subscriber here. Thanks for everything you do. Where do we follow if TikTok ban? From what I understand, the ban is only banning it from the App Store, but I'll be live on YouTube. I'll be all in on YouTube. So World War Bitcoin on YouTube. Is full moon bad for cryptos? So, you know what? I could probably pull up the moon cycles here. And again, it's one of those things. I'm not an astrologist. I don't believe in that. But again, I have a we still go live on TikTok. If I can, I'll go live on TikTok. I have a cousin, my wife's cousin, very religious. All right, super. If there's anyone who's opposed to astrology, it's her. But she's a nurse, and she says, some crazy things happen during full moons. And here we are. It's a full moon today. So you can see somewhat of a pattern, not entirely, but somewhat of a pattern of peaks being in process during new moons, peaks being around the new moons, and dumps being on full moons. If you see a dump on a full moon, here's the takeaway. It's not written into the code or something that the market's going to dump. That is going to, you don't buy at a full moon and sell at a new moon. That's not what we're saying. But if you see a dump on a full moon, just keep that in mind, because that may end up being a good time to buy. Let's see. If at some point we go into recession, how long does it last? I don't think it's going to last all that long this time around. Because I think what's going to happen is that they're going to print money like crazy. They're going to get 2020 levels of printing. But in the future, they're going to run out of that bullet. So probably at best going to get a 2x bigger gain elsewhere. I was hoping to get back closer to my entries. Again, man, we enter a recession. There's going to be blood in the streets. It's going to be a disaster for people who were expecting huge returns. And I think that that's going to be the buying opportunity of the decade. Are you planning to rotate mostly into Bitcoin or heavily into fiat when you plan to exit? Fiat. I think Bitcoin is going to go a lot lower than a lot of people are saying. Bitcoin's going to go to like $50,000-$60,000. I don't think so. I think Bitcoin's going to go to like 30, maybe even lower than that in the bear market or during recession. Your boy Ski going live. Any chance you guys are going to join up? No, I'm almost done with my live stream, man. I've actually gone longer than I thought I would. I know the market is down, but what's your thoughts on Poseidon Dow? SCI. $7.7 million. 264. I mean, it looks pretty rough. It looks like, it's a lot of other. I am a big believer in Psy, but I mean, I can't lie. The chart just looks just straight down. So I think it's going to come back. Put 1K in Solana. Hey, not a bad time. Thank you, Cool Flips. All right, I'm gonna be done here. So thank you guys for your time. Let me read a few more comments on YouTube here, and then I'm gonna be done. Oh, one more comment. Depends on how quickly they turn the printers on. Exactly, Dave. How did you get Stream Key? Trying to get one of Till Talk. Don't know. Will you? I don't know. TikTok. I don't know what you're saying. And I'm sorry. I'm going to be done now. So, well, see you later.